Check 1 2, check 1 2.
All right, quiet on the set, please.
Southern Maryland is home, correct? Yep. Anybody know if we're doing an anthem? No idea.
Yep. All right, quiet on the set, please.
We welcome you to the CCBC Catonsville Baseball Complex on a beautiful sunny Tuesday morning as we are live for the first game of the 2022 NJCAA Region 20 Baseball Tournament. Hello everyone, this is Isaac Donsky here to bring you all the action today as we are live for Game 1, which will pit the 6th-seeded Hawks of the College of Southern Maryland against the 7th-seeded Lions of the Community College of Baltimore County Dundalk campus. CCBC Dundalk comes into today's game as the 7th seed in the tournament. They sit with an 11-28 overall record, 9-17 in conference play. They entered today's game having lost to Cecil College 16-5 in their final game of the regular season last Tuesday. Southern Maryland enters today's contest 24-21 overall, 15-11 in conference play. They come into today's contest coming off a sweep of Garrett College on Sunday with a 3-0 win in Game 1 and an 8-7 win in Game number 2. The winner of this game will face off against third-seeded CCBC Catonsville later this afternoon at 2 p.m. Whoever wins this will then advance on to the main tournament, which begins on Friday, May 13th. Let's meet the starting lineups for today's two teams, and we start with the visiting team, CCBC Dundalk. Batting first and playing shortstop for the Lions will be freshman infielder number 16, Julian Samonte from Urbana High School. Batting second and serving as the designated hitter today for the Lions will be sophomore third baseman number 32, G.T. Magay from Calvert Hall High School. Batting third and playing first base will be sophomore catcher and first baseman number 6, Doyle McNew from Towson High School. Batting fourth and catching for the Lions this afternoon will be freshman catcher and third baseman number 7, Sam Ritchie from Perryville High School. Batting fifth and playing in right field will be freshman first baseman and pitcher number 19, Mike Newsom from Perryville High School. Batting sixth and manning third base will be freshman third baseman and infielder number 24, Devin Hollingsworth from Athelton High School. Batting seventh and playing center field will be freshman utility player number 22, Ivan Gonzalez from Miami-Dade High School. Batting eighth and playing second base will be freshman infielder number 5, Aldo Mercedes from Passaic County Tech. And batting ninth and playing left field will be freshman left fielder number 4, Sammy Kahn from Calvert Hall High School. The Lions are coached by Matt Backert, assistant coaches Justin Fama, DJ Gargano, Nick Ritko, and Ethan Wallace. Their athletic director, Leslie Ray. Now on to the designated home team for today's contest, the Hawks from the College of Southern Maryland. Batting first and playing center field for the Hawks will be sophomore outfielder number 5, Justin Aponte from Manchester High School. Batting second and catching for the Hawks will be sophomore infielder and right-handed pitcher number 7, Peyton Myers from McDonough High School. Batting third and playing first base will be sophomore outfielder number 22, Mikey Guy from St. Mary's Riken. Batting fourth and serving as the designated hitter for the Hawks will be sophomore infielder number 24, Trevor Drummond from McDonough High School. Batting fifth and playing third base will be sophomore infielder and right-handed pitcher number 23, Eli Wilhelm from the Inspiration Academy. Batting sixth and playing right field will be freshman infielder and outfielder number 25, Hunter Rose from Century High School. Batting seventh and playing in left field will be sophomore catcher and outfielder number 21, Jordan McKenzie from North Point High School. Batting eighth and playing second base will be freshman right-handed pitcher number 14, Cody Cox from Colleton County High School. Finally, batting ninth and playing shortstop will be sophomore outfielder number 6, Travis Bradley from Lackley High School. The Hawks are coached by head coach Aaron Michael and assistant coaches Todd Snell and Brad Sullivan. Their athletic director is Michelle Rubel. As we get set for today's contest, the starting pitchers for both squads. For the College of Southern Maryland, their starting pitcher will be sophomore number 13, Dylan Bell from St. Charles High School. The starting pitcher for Dundalk will be freshman number 10, Ben Hall from Catonsville High School.
Ladies and gentlemen, we wish you a pleasant good morning. We welcome you to the Catonsville campus of the Community College of Baltimore County for the 2022 NJCAA Region 20 Baseball Tournament. Today's game will feature the number 7 seed from CCBC Dundalk versus the number 6 seed from the College of Southern Maryland, with the winner playing number 3 seed CCBC Catonsville with a 2 o'clock scheduled start. The winner of that game will go on to the Final Four here at Catonsville this weekend. Just a quick reminder, this game is being played under the regulations of the National Junior College Athletic Association Region 20 and Maryland Junior College Athletic Conference. MD-JUCO and NJCAA prohibit verbal or physical harassment of any student athlete, official, coach, staff, spectator, guest, or community member during today's event. Violators of these rules will be subject to removal from the CCBC Catonsville complex. We appreciate your cooperation in being good fans. For your safety and the safety of our participants, please remain off the field during today's game. Restrooms are located at the top of the walkway. Please pay attention to the announcer in the event of any special announcements. Let's meet the starters for our first game this morning. First, the number 7 seed from CCBC Dundalk. Leading off, the shortstop, number 11, Julian Samante. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 32, G.T. Magai. Batting third, the first baseman, number 6, Doyle McNew. Samante is number 16. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 7, Sam Ritchie. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 19, Mike Newsom. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 24, Devin Hollingsworth. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 22, Ivan Gonzalez. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 5, Aldo Mercedes. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 4, Sammy Kahn. And pitching this afternoon for Dundalk will be number 10, Ben Hall. Please welcome the coaches for Dundalk. Head coach Matt Packard, assistant coach Justin Fama, assistant coach DJ Gargano, and assistant coach Nick Ritko. Please welcome CCBC Dundalk. For the College of Southern Maryland, leading off, the center fielder, number 5, Justin Aponte. Batting second, the catcher, number 7, Peyton Myers. Batting third, the first baseman, number 22, Michael Guy. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 24, Trevor Drummond. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 23, Eli Wilhelm. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 25, Hunter Rose. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 21, Jordan McKenzie. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 14, Cody Cox. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 6, Travis Bradley. And pitching for the Hawks in this morning's game, number 13, Dylan Bell. Once again, the number 7 CCBC Dundalk Lions versus the number 6 College of Southern Maryland Hawks, with the winner to play CCBC Catonsville in the 2 o'clock game this afternoon, with the winner going on to the Final Four this weekend. We thank you for joining us, and we hope that you enjoy this afternoon's game.
So the coaches at home plate, their pregame discussion with the umpires going on. Dundalk will be wearing all gray this afternoon with white, red, and black trim and white numbers. The Hawks of the College of Southern Maryland will be wearing yellow jerseys, white pants, white numbers with black trim. It's a beautiful day here today, low 60s, not a cloud in the sky. And again, the winner of this game will go on to play CCBC Catonsville later today. Start time is around 2 p.m. This game will be starting at the same time as the other seeding game taking place over at Chesapeake. 8th-seeded Garrett College and 5th-seeded Allegheny College of Maryland are facing off. Winner of that will take on Chesapeake College. And the winners of these two games will head off to the Final Four taking place here at CCBC Catonsville this weekend.
Hey, how are you? Are you doing an anthem? They're done. No anthem, go.
So Southern Maryland will take to the field Pitching this afternoon for the Hawks will be Dylan Bell, the sophomore right-handed pitcher. 10 starts this season, 6-2 win-loss record. He's pitched 5 complete games, 55 total innings. ERA of 5.07. Averaging 4.91 strikeouts per game. So the positions on the field for the Hawks. Catching will be Myers. First base is Guy. Second base, Cox. Third base, Wilhelm. Shortstop, Bradley. And in the outfield, left field, McKenzie. Center field, Aponte. Right field, Rose. Leading off for the Lions will be Julian Samonti, the freshman. 84 at-bats this season. He's knocked in 16 RBIs, 24 total hits, with 4 doubles and 2 home runs. Averaging .286 on the season. As here we go for Game 1 of our 2022 NJCAA Region 20 baseball tournament. Glad everyone could join us this afternoon. It's a beautiful afternoon here. We've got a packed press box. Pretty solid grandstands, especially for Dundalk. And we're about to get set with Game 1. And right off the bat, there is strike number 1.
Julian Samonte.
0-1 pitch. Make that 0-2. Good start for Bell. Outside pitch, that'll be ball 1. Takes us to a 1-2 count. That one line drive right into the third baseman Wilhelm's glove, and that'll be 1 away. GT McGuy, the designated hitter, will be up next for the Lions. McGuy, 74 at-bats this season. He's had 26 hits, 18 RBIs, 3 doubles, 4 home runs. McGuy is averaging .351 on the season, and he gets strike 1. Pretty windy here today, big gusts of wind. That's kind of been a common occurrence all season long for, at least for CCBC Catonsville. Same situation as the first batter, 0-2 start. McGuy will swing and he'll strike out. 2 away for the Hawks.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 6, Doyle McNew.
Doyle McNew, the first baseman, up next. The sophomore with 86 at-bats this season. He's had 35 hits, 27 RBIs, averaging .407, and he immediately hits a ground ball that the first baseman can't handle, and that'll be a single to start things off here for the Lions.
Batting fourth, the catcher, number 7, Sam Ritchie.
Sam Ritchie, the catcher, is up next. Batting .362 on the season, 80 at-bats, 29 hits. He's had 20 RBIs. Tad outside, that'll be ball 1. McNew over at first, taking not a major lead. He has no stolen bases on the season. The one time he attempted to steal a base, he was caught. As Ritchie gets strike 1. And Bell will use that pitch to try and pick off McNew at first. No luck. Inside pitch. That'll be ball 2. Bring us to a 2-1 count. Swing and a miss, strike 2. We'll even things up. Swung on and missed. One will be left stranded as we head to the bottom of the first.
In the first for Dundalk, no runs, a base hit, 1 left. We played a half inning with no score.
So pitching for the Lions this afternoon will be Ben Hall. 10 starts the season, a 3-5 win-loss record. He's pitched 3 complete games, 53 total innings, allowed 60 hits, 44 runs. He's thrown 38 strikes, averages 6.45 strikes per game. ERA of 6.28 on the season. And here are the positions on the field for the Lions. Catching will be Ritchie, first base McNew, second base Mercedes, third base Hollingsworth, shortstop Samonte. And in the outfield, Sammy Kahn in left field. Center field will be Ivan Gonzalez. Third base will be Mike Newsom. Excuse me, not third base. Right field will be Mike Newsom. Justin Aponte will lead off for the Hawks.
Leading off for the College of Southern Maryland, the center fielder, number 5, Justin Aponte.
Aponte, 99 at-bats on the season. He's had 37 hits, 9 doubles, 3 triples, 2 home runs, and 23 RBIs. And he immediately sends one launching into right field where Newsom is able to gather it up. So right off the bat, one away.
Batting second, the catcher, number 7, Peyton Myers.
Peyton Myers, the catcher, up next. 111 at-bats this season. He's had 44 hits, 10 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs, and 28 RBIs. He's averaging .396 on the season. The Hawks have 4 players who have had over 100 at-bats as that one is launched into left center field, back towards the wall. And Gonzalez is able to snipe it out of midair. That'll be 2 away. So a lot of contact early here for the Hawks, just not strong enough to get over the wall.
Maryland, the first baseman, number 28, Michael Guy.
Mikey Guy is up next for the Hawks.
22.
Guy with 142 at-bats on the season, 61 hits, 15 doubles. He's had 8 home runs and is averaging .430. As he gets ball 1, bit of an outside pitch. That one smacks the line drive right over the second baseman's head. At into right field, Guy will stay at first. So very similar starts to this game for both teams.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 24, Trevor Drummond.
Both teams having 2 quick outs and then getting a single. So we'll see what happens here. Trevor Drummond, the designated hitter, is up next. 122 at-bats on the season. He's had 39 hits, batting .320. And he's getting fed strike 1 from Hull. Oh, and 1 count. And check that. Guy was taking a lead there. Guy has 3 stolen bases on the season. He's also been caught stealing twice. So pretty much nearly a 50-50 chance he'll get caught stealing or he'll manage to take it. He hasn't had a lot of opportunities. Swing and a miss. There may have been a tad bit of contact as the ball got away from the catcher. That's Ritchie. So it'll be an 0-2 hole here for Drummond. 0-2 pitch. Low down in the dirt, and that'll be ball 1. And here comes a steal attempt by Guy, and he will get there. 4th stolen base of the season for Mikey Guy. And it's a 2-2 count for Drummond. Guy now taking a big lead off of second. Drummond knocks that one foul. First baseman trying to get under it. And it will just lazily roll into Dundalk's bullpen. It was Doyle McNew chasing after it. It remains a 2-2 count. Outside pitch, ball 3, and that'll bring us to our first full count of the game. Swung on and missed. That'll do it for the first. We remain scoreless as we head to the second.
For Southern Maryland, no runs, a base hit, 1 left. We've played 1 complete with no score.
Here we go in the second. The score is 0-0, and as I was just mentioning to some of the people we have here up here in our press box, the vibe here for this first playoff game, very different than any regular season game we've called. You could just feel the tension between these 2 teams in the air, which is pretty good. The right fielder, Mike Newsom, will be leading off this inning for the Lions as he gets strike 1. Newsom, 81 at-bats on the season. He's had 25 hits, batting .309. Really impressive, his slugging percentage, though, .593 on the season. He swings and misses there, and he's in an 0-2 hole. It's kind of been a case here early for the Lions, as Bell has been pitching lights out, other than that one single he allowed. And he will quickly send Newsom back to the bench. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and that'll be one away.
Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 24, Devin Hollingsworth.
Devin Hollingsworth, the third baseman, will be up next. 50 at-bats on the season for Hollingsworth. It's been a bit of a difficult batting season. He's only managed 11 hits, 4 total runs, averaging .220 on the year. Way inside pitch, a little high, ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Hollingsworth gets a bit of contact, and I think he might have smacked the catcher with his bat. Myers got up and limped around for a little bit. He seems to be okay. He just pointed to his neck, so he just got whacked in the neck there by Hollingsworth. One and one count. Myers seems to be okay. And that's a low pitch for ball 2. Never a fun day when you get hit by a baseball bat. Can say that for certain. Hollingsworth will pop that one up. Left fielder lost it in the sun, dropped it. Hollingsworth is going to make it to second. And the ball goes over the second baseman's head. Hollingsworth's going to call time here.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 22, Ivan Gonzalez.
So that was the left fielder, McKenzie, who lost track of the ball in the sun. And as a result, Hollingsworth gets to second off an error. Ivan Gonzalez up next, 74 at-bats, 22 hits on the season, averaging .297 as he launches that one into right field. Back towards the wall. It is gone! Gonzalez with the home run and a 2-0 lead for the Lions. So Dundalk, who are admittedly big underdogs heading into this game, as they sit with a 8-8, if they sit with an 11-28 record on the season, taking on a Southern Maryland team with a 24-21 record. They strike first off of Ivan Gonzalez's 2-run home run. It's 2-0 Lions.
Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 5, Aldo Mercedes.
Aldo Mercedes is up next for the Lions as he gets a high pitch in ball 1. Mercedes on the season, 52 at-bats. He's had 12 total hits, scored 8 runs, batting average of .231, and he hits a line drive. The third baseman immediately scoops it up and fires it to first base, who misses it, and Mercedes is going to take off for second. He'll stay at second, and Dundalk has all the momentum.
Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 4, Sammy Khan.
Sammy Khan, the left fielder, will be batting up next. Khan on the season has had a quiet season, 47 total at-bats. He's had 15 total hits, 10 RBIs, though, averaging .319. And hopefully he can continue Dundalk's momentum. There's only 1 out in the inning so far. And after, as he gets a low pitch for ball 1. So after Bell was so great in the first inning, the second here, he's seemingly come apart, and infield errors have turned this inning into a nightmare for the Hawks. Down 2-0 with a runner in scoring position. 2-0 count. The Dundalk crowd here has been going crazy the past couple of at-bats, and rightfully so. 2-0 count. That time, there's a strike. Bring us to 2-1. Two and one count here for Kahn. Outside and high, ball 3. He's one ball away from a nice afternoon stroll to first. Smacks that one into center field. It'll be caught by the center fielder. That'll be out number 2. So the momentum stalls for just a bit, but we're back to the top of the order, and the heavy hitters for Dundalk.
Shortstop number 16, Julian Samonte.
It'll be Julian Samonte, the shortstop, up next. Samonte lined out to begin this game. See if he can have better luck here in the second. He smacks that one into center field. And he'll be caught out in the inning. So one is left stranded. Dundalk strikes first. They lead 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the second.
2 runs, a base hit, 2 errors, and 1 left for Dundalk in the second. Inning and a half, Dundalk 2, Southern Maryland 0.
Catonsville game, so I haven't saw Dundalk. I saw them once. I don't think they're pitching.
In the second for Southern Maryland, the number 5 batter, third baseman number 23, Eli Wilhelm.
The third baseman, Eli Wilhelm, will lead off here in the bottom of the second as the Hawks of the College of Southern Maryland look to respond after Dundalk took a 2-0 lead on them here in Game 1 of our region tournament. Wilhelm on the season will hold that. He hits a ground ball to third base, and that'll be one away. We'll get back to Wilhelm and his stats on his next at bat. In the meantime, here comes the right fielder, Hunter Rose.
Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 25, Hunter Rose.
Rose on the season has 89 at-bats, 34 total hits on the season, including 6 doubles, 1 triple, and 3 home runs. He's averaging .382. Also with 30 RBIs, and he immediately gets strike one. Oh, and 1 count. And Rose not very pleased with himself after swinging at that one. 0-2. That one actually does get knocked fair, and that'll be 2 away. It was either just barely knocked fair or the catcher dropped the strike. Regardless, it's 0-2.
Number 21, Jordan McKenzie.
Jordan McKenzie, the left fielder, up next. 91 at-bats on the season. He's had 26 runs off of 29 hits with 8 doubles, 5 home runs, averaging .319. There's a low pitch in ball 1. One of our interns here who's worked Dundalk games was telling me about Ben Hall. Super fast pitcher, and so far he has really been showing off here. There's strike 1. 1-1 count. There's a high pitch, ball 2. 2-1 count. Swing and a miss. 2-2. It's moments like these, folks, that we wish we had a radar gun up here to track the speed of those pitches. There's a bit of a wild pitch that bounces away from the catcher. It'll be a full count for McKenzie. And McKenzie will swing and miss, and Ben Hall is showing up here. It remains 2-0 as we head to the 3rd.
Down in order in the 2nd. Dundalk 2, Southern Maryland 0. Designated hitter number 32, G.T. McGuy.
G.T. McGuy will lead off this inning for Dundalk. He gets fed strike 1. McGuy struck out in the 1st inning during pregame warm-ups. He was a very vocal member of Dundalk. The entire Dundalk squad was getting extremely hyped as he hits a ground ball towards the shortstop. It's going to be a track meet to see, and he will not get there in time. That'll be 1 out. Doyle McNew, the first baseman, will be up next. Weather here today, by the way, folks, is very beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky, but it's that kind of weird Maryland weather where if you've got a sweatshirt on, it feels too warm, but if you take it off, it feels too cold. So it's classic Maryland late spring weather. Low pitch, ball 1. McNew had a single in the 1st. He was the only Dundalk player to get anything going in the 1st. Then that excellent 2nd inning happened for them. He'll pop that one up. Catcher trying to get under it, and he misses it. That's the 2nd time today that a pop fly has been missed because it either got lost in the sun or something else happened. One and 1 count here for McNew. And he knocks a ground ball right past the pitcher. Shortstop stumbles with it just a bit. And that'll be 2 away. So Southern Maryland locking it up defensively.
3rd in the inning, The number 4 batter, catcher number 7, Sam Ritchie.
Catcher Sam Ritchie will be up next.
No. Okay. Not worry about that. Just out strikes and if there's people on base. People on base.
Ritchie, interesting stat line here. He's had 12 walks on the season and also struck out 12 times, very even. As he knocks a ground ball, same place, third baseman tries to scoop it up, goes through his glove. The shortstop. How about that? The shortstop,
Dundalk down and
Travis
over in the top half of the
Bradley,
third. We played
makes
first
all
half.
3 plays.
Dundalk 2, Southern Maryland 0.
And Dundalk gets locked down that inning, so we head to the bottom of the third. Southern Maryland now trying to capitalize.
Okay, so I have been hearing my name. I'm like, wait, what?
He's the shortstop that just made all 3 of the plays.
Oh, okay.
I think he's due up, actually.
Did anybody see if the third baseman touched it?
I think it went just through his glove, and then Bradley scooped it up.
So it's 6-3, 6-3, 6-3.
Yep, should be. So leading off this inning for Southern Maryland will be the second baseman, number 14, Cody Cox.
For Southern Maryland in the third, second baseman number 14, Cody Cox.
58 at-bats on the season for Cox. He's had 13 total hits, batting .224. And he gets fed strike 1 immediately.
All good. That's the beauty of overlay.
Bit of an outside pitch there. That'll be ball 1. Got it. There's strike 2. One and 2 counts. Cox will swing. And Ben Hall remains undefeated up there. He's only allowed 1 hit.
The shortstop number 6, Travis Bradley.
The shortstop, Travis Bradley, is up next, and he had himself an inning at the top of the third. All 3 outs he made. Bradley on the season, 30 at-bats. He's had 12 total hits, batting .400. Not initially a starter for Southern Maryland, but he's filled in nicely as a replacement. He'll pop that one up. Doyle McNew trying to get under it. And just missed it as he crashes into the right field wall. I haven't seen a lot of balls get knocked foul today. In fact, I think there have only been a couple, and they haven't even cleared the stadium. Normally here at our CCBC Catonsville baseball complex, foul balls go flying back into what we call the abyss, which is the neighborhood behind us. They just disappear back there. Haven't really seen that today. That one's popped up into right field. Nobody was there, and it'll be a single for Bradley. Good ball placement by Bradley, getting it in just the sweet spot where none of the Lions were able to get towards it.
Number 5, Justin Aponte.
Justin Aponte up next for the Lions. Excuse me, for the Hawks. as that one is a bit outside and down at the dirt for ball 1. 1-0 count. And Hall will try to pick off Bradley at first, won't go. He's going to try it again. Bradley on the season has only stolen 1 base this year on 1 attempt. Someone just mentioned that is 100%. 3 straight tries now to try and pick him off. He isn't taking a massive lead off of first, but just enough that he might be getting into Hall's head. Playing a little psychological warfare here early in this one. That one, ground ball slapped up, past second base. That'll be a single, and we've got 2 on for the Hawks. So Southern Maryland tying runs at first for the Hawks. They have a chance here.
Peyton Myers.
And they've got a great person to do it coming up next. The catcher, Peyton Myers. 28 RBIs on the season for him. Working with a .559 slugging percentage. Just a bit of an outside pitch there for ball 1. One-0 count. Just a little bit of a wild pitch. You could hear it clattering off the catcher's gear. And that'll be ball 2, 2-0 count. Mentioned by one of our interns earlier, Hall normally, when he starts allowing batters on base, those pitches become faster and more aggressive. That one slapped up, and it will go foul and will disappear back into the abyss. Two and 1 count. The first really prolonged at bat we've seen in this game for either team. Long pause for the call on that. That's going to be ball 3. Haven't really seen somebody get stuck here at bat for a while. Most of the at bats have either been a quick out or a quick hit. 3-1 pitch. And it'll be a nice Tuesday afternoon stroll to first for Myers.
First baseman number 22, Michael Guy.
Mikey Guy up next with the bases loaded and a chance for a big play. Guy has 56 RBIs on the season and a slugging percentage of .746, so this is not the ideal situation for Dundalk. And he immediately launches one into center field. Back will be caught. One run's going to try and come in, and it will. So Bradley scores. It's a sac fly for Guy. And the lead is cut in half. It's 2-1.
Designated hitter number 24, Trevor Drummond.
Trevor Drummond, the designated hitter, up next. We've still got 2 on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Guy with the sac fly, bringing in Bradley. Travis Bradley, bringing in Travis Bradley. Drummond has 25 RBIs on the season, so not as much as some of his counterparts, but still a pretty solid number as he gets strike 1. This Hall looks like he's calming down here a bit. Ideal situation for Dundalk in this position. You've let up 1 run. All right, slow down a bit. and focus on just getting the next guy out. You do have 2 outs. Ground ball right to third base. Fielder's choice, and that'll bring it into the inning. So Dundalk allows the lead to get cut in half, but they still hold it 2-1 as we head to the 4th.
1 run, 2 hits, a walk, and 2 left. We've played 3 complete. Dundalk 2, Southern Maryland 1.
I feel like this weekend, if it don't rain, it might be packed. Like how they're gonna do that? Interesting. If it rains.
In the 4th for Dundalk, right fielder number 19, Mike Newsom.
Mike Newsom will lead off this inning for Dundalk. And immediately launches that one up into right field, back towards the wall. That'll be one away as he's caught out.
Third baseman number 24, Devin Hollingsworth.
Devin Hollingsworth, the third baseman, will be up next. It was his error-assisted double back in the 2nd that kicked off Dundalk's scoring. A good start to this game for Hollingsworth, who has had a bit of a difficult season for the Lions. As he gets strike 1. Oh, and 1 pitch. Hollingsworth knocks that one back right into our press box for strike 2. Probably took a couple years off the life of some of the people up here. Never a fun feeling when it gets knocked right back towards us. 0-2 count. And a low pitch, ball 1. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss for Hollingsworth, and it will be 2 quick outs here for the Lions. Ivan Gonzalez up next.
Center fielder number 22, Ivan Gonzalez.
That home run he had back in the 2nd, believe it or not, his first home run of the season. It's the only scoring that Dundalk has. Now Gonzalez going to try and see if he can extend the lead here. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Inside pitch. They're going to call a strike there, even though Gonzalez had to jump away from it. Bit of a wild pitch, gets away from the catcher, and that'll be ball 1, even us up. Bit of contact made there. It kind of dribbles off foul. 1-2 count. 1-2 pitch. That one goes right through the catcher's legs. That'll even us up, 2-2 count. Oh! Gonzalez gets smacked in the shoulder, and he's going to stare down the pitcher here for a second. That'll be a hit by pitch, and he'll head to first. But now Gonzalez mouthing off at the catcher, telling him to watch his mouth.
Second baseman number 5, Aldo Mercedes.
Now Gonzalez pumping up the Dundalk bench. Well, we said earlier you could feel the tension, and, well, there you go. Gonzalez not happy with being hit as he and the pitcher had a bit of a staring contest. In the meantime, here's Aldo Mercedes up next. And that hit by pitch has fired up Dundalk's bench. And now one of the officials is warning the Dundalk bench to settle down. Trying not to get, I think he was saying, don't distract the other team. I mean, the only thing you can really say about it is this is playoff baseball. Mercedes will smack that one foul as it disappears off into the abyss. 0-1 count. You know this Dundalk team can get fired up. They had a game against Catonsville here early in the season where after the game, both teams were jawing at each other for a little bit. This is a Dundalk team that definitely has a lot of emotion. As here comes Gonzalez, going to try and take second. He got it as the second baseman lost track of it. That is the 7th stolen base of the season for Gonzalez, who leads Dundalk in stolen bases. And now a runner in scoring position here for Mercedes. Mercedes only has 5 RBIs on the season. Hopefully make that 6th. And now we're going to call up our trainer here at Catonsville, Ms. Abby. She's going to check out Gonzalez. It looks like he may have cut himself on the bag. Shout out one of the interns who caught that. So an eventful start to the 4th here. We had a hit by pitch. It's been an eventful start to the 4th here. Apologies for that, folks. We were just making sure what the count was, 1-1. It has been a very eventful start to the 4th here. We had a hit by pitch. We had a little verbal disagreement. The umpires had to get involved, had to tell the bench to settle down, and now we've had an injury off of a stolen base. Now we have a stop and play. Umpires actually having a discussion up here with the infielders for the Hawks. Wonder if it might have anything to do with that hit by pitch. Probably not. While we have this brief break in the action, just fill everyone in on what the format for our 2022 tournament is. The 4 games being played today are essentially play-in games for the lower seeds. We've got this game between Dundalk and Southern Maryland. Winner of this plays CCBC Catonsville, the home team, here at 2 p.m. Whoever wins that will advance to the Final Four on Saturday. Same situation happening over at Chesapeake College right now. Garrett and Allegheny are facing off at the same time. Whoever wins that will play Chesapeake. The winner of that game will advance to the Final Four. Final Four will start on Friday. The winner of the 2 games here today will face off against second-seeded CCBC Essex. The winner of the games being played over at Chesapeake will face off against top-seeded Frederick. The loser of those two games will face off against each other on Saturday at 1 p.m. Saturday, we'll see Game 3 between the winners of Games 1 and 2. Game 4 will take place between the losers of Games 1 and 2. The loser of Game 3 will face the winner of Game 4 in Game 5. And that'll all lead up to Sunday, Game 6 for the final. Trust me, it's a lot more easier if you look at if you have a view of the bracket. It sounds complicated, but it's a lot easier to follow. So after a little delay there, as Gonzalez got patched up after cutting himself on the base, which I have to say I don't think I've ever seen that happen before, but there's a first time for everything. Here we go. Aldo Mercedes is facing a 1-1 count here with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. They're going to allow a couple of warm-up pitches. Back to the action we go, and there's strike 2. One and 2 count. Mercedes will swing and miss, and that'll bring it into the inning. So that was an eventful start to the 4th. We head to the bottom. Dundalk leads it 2-1.
No runs, no hits, a hit batsman and 1 left. We played 3.5. Dundalk 2, Southern Maryland 1. For Southern Maryland, the last of the 4th, third baseman number 23, Eli Wilhelm.
Eli Wilhelm, third baseman, will lead off, and we do get a chance now to give you his stats. He had already flied out by the time we tried to last time. Wilhelm on the season, 85 at-bats. He's had 28 total hits, 20 RBIs, averaging .329 on the season. 1-0 count here. Make that 2-0. We do have a bit of an injury report on Ivan Gonzalez. Cut to the nose after sliding headfirst into second base. He's all right and good to go and is hanging out there in center field. 3-0 start here for Wilhelm. Make that 4-0. Oh, check that. Nothing more frustrating for a batter than thinking you got ball 4 and the umpire taking his sweet time and calling a strike. Wilhelm has to make a little bit of an embarrassing trot back to the plate. It's 3-1. There will be ball 4. He's just going to wait just a bit. Yep, ball 4. So Wilhelm will head to first.
Right fielder number 25, Hunter Rose.
Hunter Rose, the right fielder, up next. I think Hall is trying to make his case to the umpire that it should have been a strike. Either that or he and his catcher are having a conversation here. It was a great start to the game for Hall, but the last couple of innings have been a bit of a struggle as he now faces Hunter Rose. Rose smacks that one into left center field. Great ball placement. It's going to be a single. So Southern Maryland's rally continues.
Number 21, Jordan McKenzie.
Here's the left fielder, Jordan McKenzie, up next. Tying run at second. McKenzie, 31 RBIs on the season, so definitely a reliable player you want to have at bat in this situation. Low pitch, that will be ball 1. Hall keeping his eyes on second. There goes a bunt. It's going to go foul, though. That'll be strike 1. So McKenzie looking like he was trying to get the bases loaded that time. One and one count. Strike 2. Outside pitch there will even things up. 2-2 count. The wind really picking up here. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And McKenzie will head back to the dugout empty-handed. This will bring up Cody Cox, the second baseman.
Second baseman, number 14, Cody Cox.
Cox will immediately swing and miss there for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Bit of a low pitch there. That'll be ball 1. Ground ball. And there's going to be an error there. It's going to allow 1 run to score. The runner got to second and hurt his leg. And we got a situation, a little game of pickle here. A bizarre set of circumstances. Eli Wilhelm scored. Wilhelm scored. Rose is hurt at second. And Cox tried to make it to second. Rose was trapped there, hurt. So trying to recap what happened there, folks. Cox got a ground ball. Wilhelm scored. Rose got to second, slid in, and I guess he must have hurt his leg. There was an error trying to throw it to first. Cox tried to make it to second, saw Rose was lying there. Rose motioned for him to run back to first, and he got caught in a game of pickle. Somehow got out of it, as I don't think anybody from Dundalk was able to touch him. And now, an injured player here as Rose is helped off the field. So a bizarre set of circumstances. They're going to have a pinch runner in here for Rose. As we're kind of trying to figure it out, I believe Dundalk is arguing that Cox left the baseline. Rose is helped off the field. Dundalk, I believe, is trying to argue here that Cox got off of the base running path when he was caught in that pickle. So the umpires are going to have a decision here, as we've got a bit of controversy going on. Just a bit of controversy, actually, an understatement. Honestly, that was one of the strangest series of plays I have ever seen in a baseball game.
Nobody got out. They didn't get a single out there. That's unfair.
Now Ivan Gonzalez over in in center field, hyping up his teammates here. It's a scary moment, though, for Rose, who seemed to really mess up his leg. He was on the ground motioning for Cox, go back to first, go back to first. I'm in some pain here. Hopefully he's okay. He has been helped off the field, and our trainer, Abby, is checking him out. Meanwhile, Travis Bradley is just waiting at home plate for his turn to be up, as the umpires are having a long discussion here trying to figure out what are we going to call? What's the call here? They're discussing whether or not Cox should be out if he actually left the base running path, which he may have, considering he was caught in the game of pickle and was running all over the place. Somehow, no one from Dundalk managed to touch him. And the whole situation started off because Rose was hurt at second, and they overthrew Cox at first, and he decided to try and take second. Didn't notice his teammate lying on the ground in pain there, motioning him for him to go back. And lost in all of this was Wilhelm scoring the tying run. It's 2-2. Right now we're up in the press box. We're trying to figure out what happened, so we put it into our live stats. The umpires are still having a discussion. It's been an eventful first half of this game. We had a hit by pitch, verbal exchanges, stolen bases, a couple of injuries, a couple of big hits, a home run, and now a little bit of controversy. Here's the call. Umpire having a discussion here with Coach Backert. All right, there's the call, safe. So they are going to call. For one. So the pinch runner at second for Southern Maryland is going to be sophomore outfielder number 1, Preston Long from Colonial Forge High School. He comes into the game.
Shortstop, number 6, Travis Bradley.
Travis Bradley up next as we have another umpire discussion. The umpire now directing towards the stands. We have a Dundalk parent who's been yelling at them. I say it's been one very, very entertaining fourth inning. So the call on the field was safe. They're gonna so after one of the strangest series of events I have ever seen here at this field. We're back. Preston Long is on second. Tie game 2-2. Maybe that now another discussion going on between the umpire and Max Hall. And Ben Hall. And now Coach Backert is out there arguing with the umpire. This situation just keeps getting stranger and stranger. It looked like we were all set to go, and then the umpire started having a conversation with Ben Hall. Now the coach is back out. All right, I guess we're back. Only in baseball, folks. Only in baseball. So Travis Bradley finally gets a chance to bat. And that'll be ball one, as that one was just a tad low, high. Interesting call there. Okay. 1-0 count. Wide pitch. 2-0 count. And Hall's got to be careful he doesn't load the bases here again. Preston Long over there at second. 3 stolen bases on the season. There's strike one. Two-one count. Swing and a miss. Even things up at 2-2. Outside pitch, that'll bring us to a full count. Full count pitch. Popped up foul. And it will land just behind us. It remains a full count. Another one launched foul. Will cross the street behind us into a yard and bounce off someone's front door, it looks like. Remains a 3-2 count. Line drive smacked right up to third base. Chance for a double play. No, they will hold it there. So they'll get out to out of fielder's choice. We'll go back to the top of the order with Justin Aponte.
Top of the order, center fielder number 5, Justin Aponte.
Aponte will foul one away. crashes off the safety netting. Oh, 1 count. Outside pitch, that'll be ball 1. One and 1 pitch. That one slapped into left field. Good hit there. And Southern Maryland will take the lead. RBI double by Aponte gives Southern Maryland the lead 3-2 as Cody Cox will score. And this will bring up Peyton Myers. So the momentum has shifted here to the Hawks. 2 runners in scoring position. Peyton Myers with 28 RBIs on the season, a chance to extend that. Ball 1. The wind really picking up here. Two and 0. Coach Brackett's going to call timeout. So we've got another change here in this 4th. Another break, excuse me. RBI double. So after the discussion, Hall will stay in as the pitcher. It's a similar situation they were in back in the bottom of the 3rd, where they had let up a couple of runs. Hall slowed down. That one popped up. Shortstop underneath it. Got it. That'll bring it into the inning. So an eventful 4th inning. We'll see the Hawks take a 3-2 lead as we head to the 5th.
2 runs, 2 hits, an error, walk, and 2 left. We played 4 complete. Now Southern Maryland 3, Dundalk 2.
Mike, it's number 1, Preston Long is in left field now. Yeah, Preston Long. Same pinch runner.
In the fifth for Dundalk, left fielder number 4, Sammy Kahn.
Sammy Kahn, bottom of the order, will lead off here in the top of the fifth for the Lions, down 3-2. We do have a position change out in the outfield. Preston Long has taken over in left field for the injured. 1 second, as there's ball 1. As he takes over for the injured Hunter Rose. 1-0 count. And that one will be dribbled away, a foul. Bring us to a 1-1 count. Wind has really picked up here in the last half inning. Long call on that one. I'm just going to let that be a ball. 2-1. Wait for the call from one of the line judges on that one. That'll be ball 3, 3-1 count. The Dundalk bench not pleased with that last call. Ground ball, oh, picked out of midair by the first baseman. That's Mikey Guy. That'll be 1 out. Back to the top of the order we go, and Julian Samonte.
Top of the order for Dundalk, shortstop number 16, Julian Samonte.
He's fed strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Outside pitch, that'll be ball 1. Another outside pitch, ball number 2. Two and 1 count. Samonte has to dodge away from that one, well inside. That'll be ball 3.
If you get lucky, we'll be in sync.
You almost were, that's why I was like...
3 and 1 count. Samonte, ground ball, picked up by Bradley. And that'll be 2 away.
Designated hitter number 32, GT Magai.
GT Magai, the designated hitter, up next for the Lions, who are trying to get something going here in the top of the 5th. So good to start this game, and then they've just been shut down offensively the last couple of innings. Looks like on the outside of that again. That one fouled away, and it will land back, it looks like, on our soccer field. Good exit velocity there by Magai.
Oh, okay, that's why I didn't see it, okay.
A 1 pitch. Magai, nice ground ball, picked out by the first baseman, flips it to the pitcher. 3 up, 3 down, Southern Maryland keeps a 3-2 lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Dundalk down in order in the top half of the 5th. We've reached the halfway point of game 1. Southern Maryland 3, Dundalk 2.
doesn't give up like more than 4 or 5. They always leave him in there because they really only have 2 starters. And they need other ones. Yeah.
First baseman number 22, Michael Guy.
So Mikey Guy will lead off this inning for Southern Maryland as we have reached the halfway point of Game 1 of our tournament here today. We're currently working on trying to get an update on Hunter Rose. Guy will... That went foul, looks like. Slapped it down, just went foul, and then rolled fair. So strike one. Outside just a tad, that'll be ball one. Guy with an incredible 142 at-bats this season. That's nearly double the highest amount for Dundalk. Guy's been doing a lot of work here today. Strike three. And Hall getting back into the groove here as he sends Guy back to the bench empty-handed.
Designated hitter number 24, Trevor Drummond.
Next up will be Trevor Drummond, the designated hitter. Outside pitch, ball one. One 0 count. Make that 2-0 as that one is low again. 2-0 pitch. Down the middle, but it's going to be called ball three.
That's how he rolls.
3-0 pitch. That one right down the middle for strike one. Swing and a miss there. Drummond was in an ideal situation to go for a walk, but now he's got a full count. Ground ball, third baseman's on it, and that'll be 2 away for Dundalk. So after 2 difficult innings, the Lions finally getting back into the groove. 2 down, 1 to go.
23, Eli Wilhelm.
It'll be Eli Wilhelm, third baseman. And Wilhelm will pop that one up into center field. Gonzalez with a great catch. 3 excuse me, 3 up, 3 down. We head to the 6th.
Southern Maryland down in order in the 5th. 5 complete. Southern Maryland 3, Dundalk 2. first baseman number 6, Doyle McNew.
Down 3-2 here in the top of the sixth. Dundalk trying to get something going. The first baseman Doyle McNew will lead off for them. And immediately smacks that one deep right field, back towards the wall. It is gone! Doyle McNew with a solo home run to tie this game up 3-3. And the Dundalk crowd loves it. That's home run number 6 on the season for Doyle McNew. And just like that, this game is tied up.
Catcher number 7, Sam Ritchie.
Sam Ritchie, the catcher, up next. As he'll get strike one. It's the second home run of the game for the Lions. All of their scoring has come off of home runs. There was a 2-run home run by Ivan Gonzalez back in the second, as Ritchie will foul that one away. And now a solo home run here to kick off the 6th inning, keeping this game 3-3. Look out. 0-2 hole here for Ritchie. And he will hit a ground ball past third base, and it's a single. It will be. Bradley, the shortstop, was able to gather it up. Not in time, though. So Dundalk now.
19, Mike Newsome.
Dundalk now getting some momentum going. Mike Newsome, the right fielder, up next. And all of this is going on. You got some members of the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals who are starting to trickle in as they get ready to face the winner of this game. You got to wonder, they got to be wondering, who do we want to face? Got a couple members of their team already in the stands. We'll be bringing you that game live about 2-ish, between 2:30 coming up after the conclusion of this game. Newsome with a fly ball into center field, left center field, and he'll be caught out by Aponte for the first out of the inning. Devin Hollingsworth up next.
Third baseman number 24, Devin Hollingsworth.
Both teams, by the way, have seen big contingents of fans come out, especially Dundalk. There's a massive Dundalk contingent here. Southern Maryland also has a pretty sizable crowd as well. Inside pitch, ball one. One 0 count. That'll be strike one. Outside pitch. Hollingsworth leaned in like he was going to try and take a swing at it, but backed off wisely. 2-1 count. Hollingsworth with a nice shot into right center field. And Hollingsworth looked like he would try and make it to second, but instead he stays at first after hesitating. That does manage to get Ritchie to third.
Center fielder number 22, Ivan Gonzalez.
And now Ivan Gonzalez, who had a 2-run home run back in the second, is up. One runner in scoring position, and a chance to take the lead for the Lions. Good eye by Gonzalez there. Bit of a high pitch, ball one.
One sock's different than the other.
Gonzalez has already been hit by a pitch today as well, should mention. Little dribbler, that it goes foul. That'll be strike one.
Three-quarter length sleeve on his one arm, and he has just a regular like shooter sleeve on the arm. You see the 2K player that just goes to buys all the accessories. I'm gonna get the shooter shoes, like a 68 overall. I'm gonna get the shooter shoes, the shooter sleeve, give me the three-quarter length.
1-1 count. Gonzalez, ground ball, that goes fair. Richie will score. Gonzalez will try and make it to second. He'll slide in. He got it. Dundalk takes the lead 4-3.
Second baseman number 5, Aldo Mercedes.
This will bring up Aldo Mercedes next to second baseman as Ivan Gonzalez. It appears he subscribes to the line of thinking promoted by Deion Sanders. If you look good, you feel good, and if you feel good, you play good.
I don't know, he seems to get hurt every time he slides. He's a very aggressive player.
Gonzalez aggressively tossed his helmet off while running to first, eventually making it to second. The wind is really picking up here. Wind is kind of heading southwest direction. Bit of a high pitch, ball one. Strike one. Mercedes hesitated on that. Probably should have swung. And this wind. Wind is dying down just a little bit. Mercedes pops that one up. Fly ball, left center field. Be caught by the center fielder. He launches that back to the catcher, Myers, just in case. That'll be out number 2 of the inning. And this will bring up Sammy Kahn.
Left fielder number 4, Sammy Kahn.
Meanwhile, over at third, is that Hollingsworth? Yeah.
There's not good base runners. Yeah, they're not good base runners.
Over at third, Devin Hollingsworth was hobbling a little bit. Might have twisted his ankle around when he was over there at third. He looks to be okay. As here's strike one for Sammy Kahn.
That man has he lasered that right there. That was accurate too. But only it was the center field or something. That would have been an aggressive laser. Oh yeah.
Kahn going to take a moment here to adjust his swing. 0-1 count. Kahn, ground ball, does go fair. And that, oh, nope, they're going to say it went foul. Looks like it went fair for a second. Nope, that's foul. So,
Got the lower sleeve, not the quarter length, but like the whatever it is. I forget what they call that. All his gears falling off.
0-2 count here for Kahn.
Center fielder. He bought too much of the accessories. Where's his chain? That's all he needs.
Way inside pitch. Little collision there between catcher and batter. That'll be ball one. One and two counts. think they just gave a 20-second violation to Bell. Kahn with another foul. So that was a 20-second violation they gave on Bell.
He does the world will come to the world. You pitch too fast. Hey, slow down. He's like a sea. Yeah, right. Take a breath.
High pitch ball 2. We'll even things up 2-2.
Don't like that pitch. Don't like that one either. Let's run through this again.
Another low pitch.
Because they go their whole life not having to be on a clock.
That'll bring us to a full count. Strike 3, and that'll bring it into the inning. So Dundalk takes the lead 4-3.
2 runs, 3 hits, an error, and 1 left. We're in the middle of the 6th. Now Dundalk 4, Southern Maryland 3.
We head to the bottom of the 6th.
Hey, we don't need any troublemakers over here. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Don't go looking behind you.
I was looking to see who you were trying to clear out.
Well, Phil cleared himself out, so how you doing?
What's up?
So leading off here in the 6th will be Preston Long, pinch hitter filling in for Hunter Rose, who was injured. Long, 89 at-bats on the season. He's had 27
Left
hits,
fielder number 1.
14
Preston
RBIs, batting .303 on the year. As he gets fed ball 1. And he will foul that one away. Heads up. Oh, check that. It actually hit the fencing.
He got hurt too. Yeah, he got hurt in the first half. You got his ankles broken and broke his ankle.
1-1. Swing and a miss there for Long. Long usually on the starting rotation for Southern Maryland, but not for this game. As he sends that one right past the pitcher, deep into center field. And in his first at bat of the game, Preston Long will get a single. Ben Hall had to really duck out of the way of that one.
21, Jordan McKenzie.
Jordan McKenzie will be up next. As he swings and misses for strike 1.
After a home run.
Hall will use this pitch to try and get Long out there at first. Preston does have 3 stolen bases on the season. So McKenzie swings and misses for strike 2. Going to again try to get Hall over there at first. Excuse me, Long. And there is another foul ball. Will remain an 0-2 count. Hall keeping his eyes on Long out there. Wide pitch, ball 1.
Still waiting for that pitch where it falls off the mound. That's my favorite. It's coming, 26. Is that 80 more pitches? 30 to 100.
And again, he's going to try and get Long out there. Won't go. McKenzie will foul that one away once again. No harm done. Remains a 1-2 count. Attempt number 4 of trying to get Long off at first. No luck. Long will attempt to take second, and he does. A bit of a wild pitch there for ball 2. Outside pitch, ball 3. Now bring a full count here for McKenzie. Ground ball right to the first baseman, who will flip it to Hall. That'll be out number 1.
Second baseman, number 14, Cody Cox.
Cody Cox, the second baseman, up next for the Eagles. Excuse me, Hawks. Common mistake, both birds of prey. Down the middle, strike 1. They have tying run is at third base for the Hawks. That one gets away from the catcher for ball 1. One and 1 count. That'll be outside pitch for ball 2. Two-one pitch, and that will be fouled away by Cox. I'll make that even count, 2 and 2. Another wide pitch. That'll even the count up once again, 3-2. Second straight batter caught in the situation. Ground ball bounced out of the third baseman's hand. It'll be close. They got him. Great play there by Hollingsworth. Had a little bit of difficulty grabbing onto it, but when he finally did, he was able to flip it out to McNew, and the Lions put two away.
Number 6, Travis Bradley.
Travis Bradley, the shortstop, up next. He gets fed strike one. Bradley's had a solid day today, both in the hitting department and fielding. Swing and a miss there. And this at bat, he seems to be struggling a bit. 0-2 count. The tying run still at third. That's long. Ground ball. Shortstop on it. And a great defensive stop there by Dundalk. We head to the 7th. The Lions hold on to a 4-3 lead.
Runs, a base hit, 1 left. We played 6 complete. Dundalk 4, Southern Maryland 3.
First base going to third and 16 going to first.
16 going to first. You said 16 in for 23.
Yep.
And first to...
First is going over to third base.
First to third.
Yep. Got it.
Yep.
To the 7th we go for Southern Maryland center fielder.
White first base.
For Dundalk, shortstop number 16, Julian Aponte.
To the top of the 7th we go. Julian Samonte will lead off here. So pull back there for ball one. We do have some defensive changes here for Southern Maryland. So Eli Wilhelm out of the game. There's strike one. The first baseman, Mikey Guy, the first baseman, shifts to third base to replace Eli Wilhelm. And taking over at first base will be number 16, Kendall White, the freshman infielder. 2-1 count here for Samonte. First base went to third. Third baseman out. So 23 is out. 22 went to third. And 16 entered the game to go first. 2-2 count as Samonte fouls that one away. And apologies for that little pause right there. We had to make sure that our live stats had the defensive changes. A full count here for Julian Samonte. Full count. Samonte, ground ball. Third base is on it. That's Mikey Guy. And he manages to flip it to White for the first out. So again, those defensive changes,
Designated
folks.
hitter number 32, GT McGuy.
As GT McGuy comes up next. Again, those defensive changes. Eli Wilhelm out of the game. Mikey Guy moving from first to third. And Kendall White entering the game for the Hawks to play first base. It remains Dylan Bell pitching here in the 7th. Wide pitch, ball 1. McGuy's had a difficult day at the office. I believe at this point he is 0 for 3. Another wide pitch there. 2-0 count. Inside and high, ball 3. McGuy is one ball away from an afternoon stroll to first. McGuy will pop that one up foul. It lands back into the void. 3-1 count. McGuy with a good hit there, but it will go foul. It leaves the park over the right field wall. Bring it to a full count. Full count for McGuy. Ground ball. Shortstop's on it. And that'll be 2 away.
First baseman number 6, Doyle McNew.
Doyle McNew up next for the Lions. It was his home run the last inning that tied this game up. Looked like he went there. He did not. Rules the umpire. That'll be ball 1. Well inside, ball 2. A little bit of contact made there. That'll dribble foul. That'll be strike 1. Two 1 count. Well outside, ball 3. Swing and a miss there. I'll be strike 2. So another full count. The third straight batter to reach a full count here. Previous 2 both grounded out. Third time, Lions have got to be thinking third time has to be the charm. Outside pitch. And that will be ball 4. McNew will stroll to first. And this will bring up
number 7,
Sam Ritchie, the catcher. Down the middle, strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. Oh! Gets a piece of that one, and it actually flies back into the umpire's face mask. It's the second time today that a Lions hitter has made contact with somebody behind him. It's all the way back in the first. The catcher got hit. I think it was Richie at that time, too. So Richie now 2 for 2 with getting a piece of the people standing behind him. Not the best stat to have, but it's there. 0-2 count. Low pitch, and he will hold back there for strike one. Excuse me, ball one. Richie with a ground ball, and it's going to be the same situation as it was previously. Shortstop will get the job done, and we head to the bottom of the 7th.
No
Lions
runs,
still
no
cling
hits,
to a
walk
4-3
and
lead.
one left. It's 7th inning stretch time. Dundalk 4, Southern Maryland 3. We have a pitching change for Dundalk, now doing the pitching number 3, Evan Giordani.
So if as we have reached the 7th inning stretch, we do have a pitching change here for Dundalk. Ben Hall, after a solid game, has been pulled in favor of Evan Giordani, freshman pitcher, number 3 from Bel Air High School. Giordani's season stats: 4 starts, 2-2 win-loss record. He's pitched 28 and a third innings. 23 strikes, averaging 7.31 strikes per game. With an ERA of 7.31 as well.
For Southern Maryland center fielder number 5, Justin Aponte.
We're at the top of the order for Southern Maryland. It'll be Justin Aponte, the center fielder, who will lead off here. The Hawks, despite having out-hit Dundalk 6-5, trail 4-3 here. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Outside pitch, that'll be ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. One and 1 pitch. Another swing, another miss. 1-2. Ponce does get a piece of that one and launches it into the fence. No harm done. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and one will be down.
Catcher number 7, Peyton Myers.
Next up will be Peyton Myers, the catcher. Trying to get something going here for the Hawks. Hawks have had plenty of chances, especially in the last inning when they had a runner in scoring position for 3 straight at bats. Could get nothing going. Well inside pitch. Almost looked like it may have glanced off of Myers' shoe. It'll be ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss there. It'll be strike 1. What's up, Jilla? Well outside, that'll be ball 2. And that'll be strike 2. Even count, 2-2. I'll bring it to a full count, 3-2. Bit high to the outside, ball 4. Myers will stroll to first.
Third baseman number 22, Michael Guy.
Mikey Guy up next for the Hawks. Smacks that one right into right field. That'll be a single for Mikey Guy.
Designated hitter number 24, Trevor Drummond.
Trevor Drummond, the designated hitter, up next. Tie-in run is at second. Right down the middle there, strike 1. Just a tad off outside for ball 1. The Dundalk crowd may have disagreed with the umpire's call on that one. Another outside pitch. The Dundalk crowd really getting into it. Now the coaching staff, everyone disagreeing with the call. 2-1 count. Swing and a miss, there's strike 2. Even count, 2-2. Ground ball, that one slapped foul though. Remains 2-2. Drummond does have 25 RBIs on the season. Might have a chance to extend that to 26 as they do have a runner in scoring position. Gets a piece of it, but will knock it foul. Back up into the void. Slaps that one fair. Track meet back to first, and he got him out. That'll be out number 2 there. As this will bring up Kendall White, the first baseman.
First baseman number 16, Kendall White.
White making his first appearance today. 40 at-bats on the season. He's got 12 hits, batting .300 even, with 15 RBIs. Served another pitch just outside. And again, the Dundalk crowd and the bench disagree with that call. There's been a couple of pitches here that could have gone either way. The Dundalk crowd making it very clear their opinion on that. Low pitch, that'll be ball 2. Two-0 count. That one down the middle for strike 1. Outside pitch, ball 3. Pace of this game has slowed tremendously here in the second half. As there is ball 4. That will load up the bases here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. And this will bring up Preston Long.
Left fielder number 1, Preston Long.
Outside pitch and high, ball 1. And now there's going to be a discussion here at the mound. The catcher tries to settle down his pitcher. One-0 count for Long here after a brief mound discussion. Now trying to calm Giordano down. Another high pitch there, ball 2. And once again, another pitch that could have gone either way, called ball by the umpire. It's 3-0. Ball 4, and that will tie this game up. Long just kind of sat there and let it happen, and we may be getting to pitching changes. Here comes the coach. Preston Myers will score, and we're tied up 4-4.
Right fielder number 21, Jordan McKenzie.
Jordan McKenzie, the right fielder, up next. There's been a severe lack of contact this inning so far, as Southern Maryland's batters have just decided to just sit back and let the pitcher just throw balls and eventually walk them. As a result, that strategy seems to have worked. We're tied up 4-4.
Long walks, bringing home Myers.
Long?
Yeah, long. Preston.
Preston?
Yeah.
So Giordani will stay in the game to face off against McKenzie. Only needs one out to get out of this inning, but the damage has been done. We're tied 4-4 as he gets hit with another ball. One no count. Finally, there's a swing, and that one flies backwards for strike one. One and one count. Low pitch, ball two. Giordani apparently seeming to struggle somewhat on his pitches. They've all been noticeably off speed. That one smacked up into right center field. Back right fielder dropped it. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. 3 runs are going to score here. Maybe 4. It could be a chance. It's an in the park home run for McKenzie. Jordan McKenzie scores 4 runs, makes it 8-4 on an inside the park home run. And Dundalk has collapsed here in the bottom of the 7th. It's 8-4.
I thought the outfield should have had that, but he was just standing there and dropped it. Center field had to throw it back in. And then there's at least an error to throw it. There's no way that he gets an in the
There's at least 2 errors there as the center fielder is down. Excuse me, no, the right fielder is down. That's Mike Newsom.
should be 7-4, right? Well, I'm adding 4, but yeah. It was 4? Yeah. You got it in the park home run. I can't count. How many errors am I counting there? Is it an error on the right fielder and then another error on the throw?
You can see it better than that. It looks like it was probably definitely an error on the. It wasn't really.
There's at least 2 errors on that.
I thought that he should have caught that. I thought he should have.
So Southern Maryland has struck back hard here. Inside the park home run has made it an 8-4 game here in the bottom of the 7th.
All 4 runs, yep, would be, and they'd all be unearned.
Hey, the whole game he was given that. You go out there, he changed it.
Now the trainer heading out to the outfield. Right fielder may or may not be hurt.
Whoever threw the ball in. Who threw the ball in.
Center fielder, that's Gonzalez. That's Newsom, the right fielder, is hurt.
Yeah, but we're talking about who got second there.
Oh, okay.
The center fielder got 1 and the right fielder got 0.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because the error on the throw is what then advanced him from 3rd to 0.
Yeah, I was thinking. I thought he was going to get stuck in 3rd.
I think Catonsville knows who they're playing now. Yep.
He doesn't go there. I think goes at the end of that. Nope. 3 pluses. Done right. It would be 8.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, you're like, oh, it's over now. That was the icing on the cake right there.
No, none of them will be earned because it should have been the 3rd out. Unearned rate of 0 RBI. Bird game 0. No RBIs.
Was that?
It looked like he was under it to me too, but I had the camera on stuff too, so it looked like he was kind of there. But
Where did they send this to? No. Well, he's off the field. They're figuring out who they're sending to right.
whoever was hurt, they did blow the whistle.
Well, there's Abby, so I guess he's good.
Apologize for the pause, folks. We'll be right back as soon as the umpires finish up discussion here, and Dundalk sends out a replacement right fielder.
You got 3 outfielders out there, and you got 4 here, so you're missing 1. Plus the catcher. So you're missing 2 people.
I didn't look. I was sure if the right hand was sports and baseball.
He probably turned and then he turned back into it.
There's this 19.
Is that 19? Yeah, same guy. All right.
So he's coming back out.
So after a brief trip to the dugout to get checked out, Mike Newsom will return to right field. He was the injured player out there.
He was embarrassed. He wasn't injured. He was just like, I just thought. Finger injury? I can see that actually.
Union reported it was a finger injury.
He dislocated his finger. And popped it back in. That's the athlete right there.
Second
Didn't pop
baseman
back
number
in.
14,
And
Cody
he's still out
Cox.
So after that inside the park home run, assisted by a couple of errors there by Dundalk, Mike Newsom took a quick trip to the dugout to get his finger popped back into place. It was a dislocated finger on the right fielder. He's back out there. Evan Giordani stays out to pitch. And it will be Cody Cox, the second baseman. As he gets strike 1. Dundalk needs only 1 out to end this inning, but the damage has been done already. It's been major damage. 8-4 the score. Strike 2.
that's why I said say error 3 bases.
Cox smacks that one right up to second baseman, who drops it. There's another error there. And Cox will get to first. And
Shortstop number 6, Travis Bradley.
Travis Bradley, the shortstop, up next as this nightmarish inning just won't end for the Lions. And what was a pretty close back and forth game has devolved into a blowout. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. There's strike 1. Dundalk by this point just praying they can get out of this inning. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 2. We have cycled through the entire batting order for the Hawks at this point. Fly ball into right field. And that will mercifully end the inning. Dundalk gives up 5 runs after entering the inning trailing 4-3. Southern Maryland leads at 8-4. We head to the 8th.
For Southern Maryland, the 7th. We played 7 complete. Southern Maryland 8. Dundalk 4. Southern Maryland, now doing the pitching, number 20, Jesus Mascal.
So we do have a pitching change here as we've headed to the 8th for Southern Maryland. Jesus Muscat. The sophomore right-handed pitcher, number 20 from the Inspiration Academy, into the game. He replaces Dylan Bell after an excellent game. Muscat's season stat line: 13 appearances, only 1 start on the season, a 2-0 win-loss record.
God damn it. Come on, guys. I'm the only one here who can't get a slice.
19 and a third innings pitched for Muscat. ERA of 2.79. We'll try to close things out here in these last 2 innings for the Hawks.
Madden, be a good person and grab me a slice.
There you go. All right, come on, batter's coming, batter's coming.
Jeez, just get see. Hurry,
Hurry up.
Madison. You're my only hope. I'm hungry.
For Dundalk in the 8th, right fielder, number 19, Mike Newsom.
Mike Newsom, fresh after getting his finger dislocated, ouch, will be leading off this inning for Dundalk as they desperately try to come back after that disastrous bottom of the 7th. And he gets strike 1. Oh, and 2 counts as that one fouled away. And shout out to our CCBC Catonsville athletic staff who just delivered pizza for everyone working the game. You guys rock. 0 and 2 count here. That's wide. Well, that pitch is wide for ball 1. Fouled away as it will disappear into the void. Usually it's those ones that you lose track of as soon as they go up that never get found. One and 2 pitch. Low pitch, that'll be ball 2, even things up. Swing and a miss, there's strike 3. 1 away here for the Hawks. And this will bring up Devin Hollingsworth, third baseman.
Third baseman, number 24, Devin Hollingsworth.
Hollingsworth had a solid day today, both batting and out on the field. And he immediately knocks that one fair. Scooped up by a guy at third base. That'll be 2 away. This will bring up Ivan Gonzalez, center fielder.
Center fielder number 22, Ivan Gonzalez.
He's had a great day here for Gonzalez. I think he has 2 RBIs all in the day and a home run. See if he can get something going here, as he'll pop that one foul. A 1 count. Ground ball, scooped up by Guy at third, and it'll be a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Dundalk now on the defensive, as Southern Maryland gets what could be their last chance to extend their lead.
Dundalk down in order in the top half of the 8th. We move to the middle of the 8th. Southern Maryland 8, Dundalk 4.
When you work at a pizza place, every other pizza just doesn't add up.
You work at a pizza place? Do you like this better or yours? Is it hard to like decide, or do you like really love this pizza?
Please probably not mozzarella. Not great. I didn't realize.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I like raisin pizzas because some pizzas are like not good, but this one's pretty
Oh
good.
yeah, no, there's like
Bree does pizza reviews.
I know, I watched that one guy that does the one bite.
Watch out for Bree and her pizza reviews.
one by everyone.
Give us one a 7-3.
Before I was working here, I was working at a news outlet in Montgomery County, and I lobbied them. I'm like, hear me out. You know, Barstool Pizza Reviews? They do the same thing. And they were like, oh, we already have a guy for that. Dang it. That would be a great job. Just go around to pizza places all over Montgomery County and be like, one bite, everyone knows what it is.
What's up? No, I'm good right now. Thank you, though. I'm good. I had some fun because I'm all the way up here.
Oh, new pitcher. New pitcher.
Do you like those? They taste good. They do, but they do the job. It's just chilled in the car.
We have a pitching change for Dundalk now doing the pitching, number 12, Hunter Wright.
That was a job.
Oh, ow. Pitching change here in the bottom of the 8th for Dundalk. Hunter Wright, the freshman pitcher number 12 from C. Milton Wright High School, will be filling in here to try and close things out for the Lions. On the season, Wright, eight appearances, 6 starts, a 1-5 record. Pitched 21.2 innings with an ERA of 9.14. He's brought in to face off against Justin Aponte as we've hit the top of the order again. Southern Maryland cycled through their entire order in the bottom of the 7th as they ran through Dundalk, taking an 8-4 lead here. And it's a 2-0 hole. 2-0 hole. Aponte will foul that one away for strike 1. Two 2-1 count. Wide pitch, ball 3. Swing and a miss. There's strike 2. And it'll be a full count here for Aponte.
Oh yeah, Becca told me that yesterday.
High pitch.
She said the president was sending out a thing that they might make it a thing again. So yeah, we have to wear face masks at CCBC exits.
Catcher number 7, Peyton Myers.
That'll be a walk for Aponte as Peyton Myers comes up next.
It's probably all of them. I think next Wednesday, she said. That's probably what the 11th is.
Yeah, it's 11. Damn.
I mean, I'll be there.
I'm just there.
We don't have to wear them outside, but if we're inside.
Myers Myers had the scoring run as he smacks that one up into.
I did say Wednesday.
That'll be a single for Myers. He knocks that one up into right center field. So Southern Maryland picking up right where they left off as they continue
Third
to go
baseman,
after
number
Dundalk.
22, Michael Guy.
Mikey Guy up next. Got a runner in scoring position. Can make this a 10-4 game with one well-placed shot. Outside pitch, that'll be ball one.
Yeah, if it's like a lot of people, I get it, but
Pop fly. Shortstop underneath it, and that'll be one away. Trevor Drummond, the designated hitter, up next.
Designated hitter number 24, Trevor Drummond.
Oh my god.
That'll be strike one. As both Myers and Aponte managed to steal their respective bases. Now two runners in scoring position for Drummond. Bit of contact made there by Drummond. He'll knock it foul. As it kind of just lazily makes its way over towards Dundalk's bench. 0-2 count. Fouled that one away. No harm done. Remains an 0-2 count.
Yeah, 4-3 to 8-4. No updates on any of it.
Little dribbler goes foul. Drummond's making lots of contact on this at bat. None of it going fair. Meanwhile, anticipation is building for Game 2 as the entirety of the CCBC Catonsville team is in the bleachers, along with some members of the softball team who have come out to support baseball. Good to see them. Their season wrapped up last week. And there's another foul. And they're going to rule there that Drummond actually got hit, I believe, in the hand. Hit by pitch. At least I think that's what happened. We don't have replay, so. Well, Kendall White will be up next as the bases are loaded. White has 15 RBIs on the season. Chance to extend that lead here. And that's that number in the stat counter. Wide pitch,
First
ball
baseman,
one.
number 16, Kendall White.
Two
2-0 count.
Were they already at second and third? I have no idea.
they were on first and second. They did a double steal, and then that guy got on.
Fouled away for strike one.
I think
Oh, we never got a call. I thought it was catching.
when the catcher's interference is called on the first call. No, if they said they could advance the third, second, third. Well, if they
2-1 count.
It was either interference or hit by a pitch. They never called it.
Ground ball. Shortstop dives for it. Won't go. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. It's 10-4.
it's a single with an arrow.
And Southern Maryland is just pouring it on now. They lead by 6.
Left fielder number 1, Preston Long.
Kendall White. Run RBI.
Preston Long, the right fielder, up next. Pitch well inside for ball 1. So what was a very competitive game, that it was kept within 1 run for much of the first half of this one. By the time we hit since the bottom of the 7th onward, it's turned into a blowout. Southern Maryland's taken advantage of what appears to be an exhausted Dundalk.
Yo, we're about to say something on that one, yo.
And there's another pitch that could have gone either way. The umpire's going to say that's ball 2. And the Dundalk crowd is really starting to get aggravated at this point. I don't blame them. There have been plenty of no calls there by the umpire on pitches that probably should have been strikes. Inside, ball 3. That one slapped foul for strike 1. Three-one pitch. That'll be another foul. Strike 2. Full count. There is strike 3. That'll be out number 2. Jordan McKenzie up next.
Right fielder number 21, Jordan McKenzie.
Bit of a high pitch, ball 1. Two-oh count. That one down the middle will be strike 1. McKenzie doesn't seem to agree. Strike 2. We'll even things up at 2-2. 1 strike away from the 9th inning. Ground ball smacked up. Second baseman can't handle it. 1 run is going to score here. Maybe 2. 2 will. And that will make it 12-4. an 8-run lead, and that will do it. The mercy rule will be enacted. In 8 innings, the College of Southern Maryland defeats CCBC Dundalk 12-4. We thank you for joining us this afternoon, folks. We'll be back in approximately 30 minutes for the start of Game 2 as College of Southern Maryland takes on CCBC Catonsville.
If you're leaving us, we thank you for joining us, and if you're staying, we will see you for the second game.
We want to do it. None of us. We do live stats. Maybe we don't have like an official book here.
What's the question?
The book. I wanted to confirm 8.
I mean, we have live stats right here.
We have 12. We have 12 to 4.